Morgan, I just want you to know that we're still waiting for you to come home.
Our principal goal and objective is to return this child to her family.
This is a town that won't give up on its search for Morgan.
I think the most important thing here is Morgan is still missing.
There have been an army of supporters and advocates and heroes who have rallied to uncover the truth about Morgan's disappearance, and you see those people here in this room today.
For the first time that I'm aware of in this case, I'm calling Billy Jack Links a suspect in Morgan's abduction.
He stole Morgan from me, but he didn't see that he could never win. Because our love for Morgan, her memory and her voice outlasted his life.
Well, Alma police have named Billy Jack Links as a prime suspect in the disappearance of Morgan Nick, a case that has been unsolved for 29 years. Links died while in prison in 2000, and today the investigation continues to bring Morgan home.
As of today, for the first time that I'm aware of in this case, I'm calling Billy Jack Links a suspect in Morgan's abduction. They determined that the hair contained in the evidence that was submitted for analysis was that of Colleen Nick, one of her siblings or one of her children. We spent the next few days doing follow-up interviews with members of the Nick family, which revealed that none of them knew Billy Jack Links and that none of them had been in a truck that was similar to this one. The bottom line in this is that the physical evidence collected from the truck that Links owned when Morgan was abducted strongly indicates that Morgan had been in this truck.
This is the first time investigators have ever named a suspect in the case. Morgan's mom, Colleen Nick, spoke at the news conference, saying even in light of the developments, Morgan's spirit continues to live on.
He stole Morgan from me. He stole her from her dad. And he stole her from Logan and Taryn. But he didn't see that he could never win. Because our love for Morgan, her memory and her voice outlasted his life. And that love continues to shine. Her heart, Morgan's heart, shines on.
The company that analyzed the hair found in Link's truck is called Othram. They work with American and Canadian law enforcement agencies to help create DNA profiles of victims, suspects, and remains that need to be identified. After they received a bag of what the FBI vacuumed from Link's truck, Othram analysts found that single strand of hair and matched it to the Nick family DNA by also collecting a DNA sample from Morgan's mom, Colleen. Colby Lazion, the chief of staff at Othram, tells 5 News the technology for advanced DNA testing is newer, which is why you're seeing law enforcement agencies turn to it in recent years.
This technology is perfectly suited for cold cases and contemporary cases. The next step is doing this en masse, at scale, if you will, resolving not tens or hundreds of cases, but thousands and tens of thousands of cases.
He says he hopes it becomes more commonplace for investigators when other methods don't produce surefire results. DNA testing and profile building typically take a few weeks, but can sometimes take months, and it typically costs less than $10,000 for the entire process. And here's a look at the red pickup truck police believe is linked to the disappearance. They're hoping Tuesday's news conference will lead to more tips coming in for investigators. They're asking anyone with information about Billy Jack Links and Morgan's disappearance to call the number at the bottom of your screen, 1-800-THE-LOST.